So, did y'all see, I know you did, we had an article that did really well for the site, and the title of the piece was, "I would be a masochist if I dated another black man." This black woman has been basically berated by other black men for her black features, you know, too dark, nose and lips too wide. So she's just like, I'm just done with them. And so the question is, like, what, if you had those same experiences, would you too be done with black men? Like, what would it take for you to be like, you know what? No.
I read the article and I think she was like 40 or something.
Exactly.
Like she's like older, so she's probably had like a long career of date. I don't know career of dating, but like path of dating like bad men. I think that her saying being a masochist for dating black men is a bit drastic, because dating in general is rough. Like if you're taking a risk, meeting someone new, letting them in your life and maybe your body, and all these things happen. And it's like you have to take that risk if you want to fall in love or, you know, get in a relationship. So I don't know. I just feel like black men are tough, and being black woman is tough, but you can't just like shut down all black men. Too much?
I'd be done.
You'd be done?
I'd be done.
Why?
I'm close to being done myself. No, I'm kidding. I'd be done. I would be done because, as you said, being 40 and having to go through that,
Well, that's
because the girl who wrote the piece, you know, our coworker, said, you know, this was not her first time. She was saying, like, the day prior or a couple days prior, another guy said she was too dark. So she was just like, come on, y'all. And he was like Caribbean, like a dark-skinned Caribbean. So she was like,
they were black like tar. I want to tell people, oh, I don't like you. How?
And that's how she was like, we could be brother and sister. And you got the nerve to tell me like my features, something's wrong with my features. And so obviously, I mean, you can't have those blanket statements.
Yeah.
I can't say I wouldn't step back for a second. I'd be like, I can't do this. Because I think also her other point was like, even outside of the dating, we do so much for y'all, and for you to still have these simple ass ideals of beauty and not see it, because you know, the writer Danielle had asked her, do you think that we're too hard on men? Because she was like, maybe it's really just about that whole thing that, you know, we're all angry and blah blah blah. And she was like, no, I think it's because we're too lenient. We fight for them in the streets, we do everything for them, and let them shit on us all day, and then we still invite them into our bed. So she's like, no. So I just feel her. I mean, I'm sure it's a period. Because I'm also saying I'm not gonna go from no black man to no white man, so I'm not trying to cross that line either. So I don't know what I would be doing, you know.
Right. I kind of agree with Quindara a little bit more, just because when people say things, and this is easier said than done, and we're all working on this. But like when people say things, it's a reflection of them and not you. Yeah. You know, like, you know, if somebody tells you too dark, that's because they have a whole lot of issues they haven't unpacked, and has nothing to do with you. And I would just get it from the table and leave. I wouldn't sit there and continue the date. I would complain about it. Y'all would hear about it, but I would just be like, okay, this is it. Thank you. Good night. Mm-hmm. I mean, and it's just, I feel that I would never say I'm giving up on black men, because I feel like I know how it feels when I hear black men say that about us. Like, oh, black women have this attitude, and black women don't know how to do this, and black women are too combative, and black women are too this, that. And so I feel like I'm never going to, I understand that black women do really too much for black men. We really do. Yeah. But at the same time, when the whole world is like waging war against us and our black bodies, I'm not going to participate in that. So I might take a step back. I might be open to other experiences and other people. I'm not going to actively look out for no white man either. I'm just going to be open to whatever and whoever is going to treat me correctly. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Whoever that may be, whatever they may look like. Yeah. But I would never say I've sworn off of this type of my own people.
A lot of men are living in this like fantasy world, and they're bigging themselves up, and it's like, you here, but you acting like you're here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
girl, and I bet you that dude who said that to her was ugly.
Guaranteed.
It's always them. Let me tell you something. When somebody know they got it, when a nigga know he is it, you don't have to deal with all of that. You may deal with other things, but you don't have to deal with all No. It'd be the people who you don't press your clothes, you don't wash your balls, you don't clean your shoes. People who you don't got your stuff together.
Right, and so you try to look for a woman to project some image of you that you can never attain.
You're an administrative assistant, trying to be a rapper.
You're right, you want to be upgraded.
Yes. Because you ain't got it. Hello? So what would you do if you were in the situation black men kept putting you down? Would you be done with black men? Would you swear off of them? Let us know in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Did Y'all See? We want to let y'all know that the conversations continue on our Instagram page at MadameNoire.com, spelled out, and on our Facebook page. Every day at noon, we do lunchtime chats. So be sure to hit us up there. And when you're talking about us, hashtag Did Y'all See?